All right, here we go. It's time to start and let's go. And I think I just rhymed go a third time now, a fourth. Go, go. It's time for the morning. Yeah. Good morning. Welcome to Love Morning. Love Morning is a daily practice of gratitude, sharing gratitude, of finding the things in our life that we're grateful for. It's also an opportunity to focus on who we want to be today. For the longest time, it has been for me about trying to focus on opportunities to connect, to be kind, to be present, to be a love ambassador in the world. If you're here, say hello and share some gratitude. So hello, Gerbot, welcome. I am actually, I am in a funk right now. I'm feeling, maybe I'm pulling out of it. We'll see how this day goes. The last 2 days, I have not been feeling that great. And in some ways it's just like, hey, what goes up must come down, right? I was feeling awesome, so in love, physically feeling good, just everything was, I felt like I was so on track and really feeling like I'd overcome so much of my challenges and I had made progress in some of my healing. So the fact that I was feeling so good was like, look at this, look at how rewarding it is to succeed. And in the last 2 days have showed me that I have not overcome things. I'm still same old me, and still have all sorts of struggles. And in fact, that kind of compounded things, because then it made me question all the good things in my life. Like, am I really healing? Am I under an illusion? Am I in the intoxication of love, and it has made me blind to my problems or my struggles? And that just took a few things. Like, my Burning Man plans had a shift. Had some body pains kick in. My partner's out of town, and look at that. Immediately, I'm off center. I've lost the sense of peace and joy, and that's frustrating to think that it's so fragile. I think there's probably people that are kind of it's a relief. I know that we're all struggling all the time, and so to see somebody who's just like, yay, look how happy I am, it's like, part of you's like, oh, I'm happy for you, and part of me's like, why is my life so hard when his is so easy? And so maybe it's good to see that, no, it was just a roller coaster, but pop, and now there's a roller coaster pop and slide. I don't know what are the terms, the up and down, I guess. So I this morning on my walk, when my knee started hurting, and I totally dropped the ball as a love ambassador today. Or I avoided people. I waved to one person, but not even with a smile. Everyone else, I went to the other side of the street. If I was coming at someone on the sidewalk, I went into the street. I've been totally antisocial last few days. I've avoided doing activities. So I have not been a love ambassador. I've been really having to dig deep to find gratitude, and I've been my practices have not been good. I've been eating to the point of uncomfortable fullness, almost all day long, and I watched 2.5 seasons of Game of Thrones in the last 2 days. That's a lot of TV. My back is hurting now. It's now in 6-7 weeks of this. I think it's just now that's just how my life is. Another pain that I thought was gone has come back in my lower back. So just really, I'm having these thoughts of the optimism has slipped through my fingers. So I wanted to acknowledge that. and hopefully recognize that the path of being a human is not one of linear growth and better and better. Oh, I feel better and 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 better. That's not it. And don't want to pretend or give the illusion that I'm always happy, because I'm not doing so good. Hopefully a little better today than yesterday. Now, I don't want to commit to having a bad day. I've been doing poorly thus far the last 48 hours, but maybe it all ends right now. Maybe this sharing and this purging is exactly what I need, and just let it go. I am heading to First Saturdays today, which is the outreach for people experiencing homelessness. So that could be helpful. It often is, but it's often, we'll see how it goes. So if you're here and have some gratitude, love to hear what it is. Good morning, Brent. And good morning, Mernaz. Mernaz says, give yourself space to feel your pain. This is what I am doing. Good advice. Good morning, Gerbot and Brandy. Gerbot is grateful for spending time with my folks and for the excellent breakfast my dad is making for us. Brent is celebrating Susan's dad's life at the family cabin with all of her family. Ooh, that sounds beautiful and intense. Hope you're having a rich experience with that. Al says, I'm also in a funk, but grateful for the technology that enables us to find mutual solace. Thank you, Al. Good reminder. And that's, if you notice, my gratitudes lately have been about plumbing and technology and just these things that are easy to take for granted. Sometimes I'm just, my gratitudes are much more poetic and flowery, but I'm not feeling that last few days. So I'm just trying to, okay, even though I don't feel grateful this morning, what are the things that I am grateful for? Okay, I'm grateful that I have vision. I'm grateful that my voice is clear. I am grateful that I have these tools to communicate with you, and I can feel your presence in this moment. Thank you for that reminder, Al. Brandy is grateful for the much-needed release and relief that comes through a real good, heartfelt cry. Good morning, Tara. Tara is grateful for the patterns showing up to help me grow, and grateful for my vulnerability. Thank you, Tara. Tony says, growth does not happen without a little pain. Yep. Good morning, Van Life. Good morning, good morning. And good morning, Pierre. Pierre says, I'm grateful that I can be okay not being okay today. Yeah, that's I think that's my goal for the day. Sometimes you thrive and sometimes you survive. Good morning, Natasha. Saying hello from the humid Pacific Northwest. Grateful for another opportunity to do better today than I did yesterday. There you go. I will try to do better today than yesterday. I also was grateful for the Barbie movie. I was surprised at its relevance and insight. Recommended if you haven't seen it. I loved it. Loved the Barbie movie. One of the things that inspired me to return to pink. I caught Barbie fever. We are live on Facebook and YouTube right now. So if you're in either of those places, hello, and feel free to share something that you're grateful for. Elena, good morning. Elena says, grateful for the food and having a roof above our heads. Grateful for the friendship and being able to cry without being rejected. Love. Being able to cry without being rejected. I love that. Yeah. And that is, I think, a good thing that I do feel. I've been trying to avoid. I'm trying to become aware. This is kind of a new phase in my relationship. I've been just in good spirits pretty much nonstop. And there's a little bit of fear around. I know that I am loved, and I believe her when she says she accepts all parts of me, but there's still a fear around saying, okay, here's this other part of me. and then how I'm aware of it. Like I know, even though it feels like everything sucks and I suck and the rest of my life's going to suck, like I know that those are thoughts. And so how much of that do I want to inflict on this person that I care about? I don't want to depend on them to make me feel better. Like I don't want to make them feel, and I don't want to feel like I need you to feel better. And I don't want them to feel like it's their responsibility or job to make me feel better. So it's this touchy, it's like introducing them to, okay, just so you know, I've got this really maladjusted child that is going to have outbreaks and act irrationally, and I'm sorry, but it comes with me. Natasha is taking the kiddo to see Barbie this weekend. Have you seen it, or you're both going to see it? Because I think your kiddo's going to take you to see Barbie. You're both going to love it. Good morning, Neck. Renaz says, grateful for having a voice and finally finding it. Beautiful. Brandy says, grateful to know I'm not alone in this ick we're feeling, and I'm grateful to know and feel the hugs flowing amongst us and everyone around us. Good morning, everyone. Brent says, I'm trying to break out of the, quote, not feeling it club myself. Very similar situation. Well, let's be patient with ourselves and with each other. Let's remind each other that life is cycles, and that there is no benefit to self-judgment. I know that is the trickiest thing for me, is to not let a bad feeling get worse by judging myself. And that's, if you heard me talking a minute ago, it's like, look, I didn't feel good. I'm not feeling good. And so I start to spiral into stories of like, oh, well, I guess I'm not over this. And I guess I'm not as healed as I thought I was. And I guess I'm not as good as I thought I was. And I guess I'm going to be this way forever. And I guess, this like, it's like the opposite of ripples. It's like this inward spiraling of negativity that is unhelpful. Natasha says, neither of us have seen the Barbie yet. We're going to go to the ice creamery and take in a flick. First time to the theater since 2019. Yeah. Manal says, I truly appreciate all the effort for the Pink Heart Camp every year. You can connect so many people together, and that is powerful. Thank you. Although I will say that I am no longer in leadership at camp, and I am not doing a huge amount this year. So I need to make sure I pass on the appreciation to all the other people that are spending much more time, like Lionessa and Terry and Julia and Cookie. Al says, grateful for the chance, no matter how slim, that our best days may yet be ahead for us, for all of us. Yeah. That's a really good reminder. It was something I was trying to remind myself, like when I was so happy, I had this like 2-month love bubble, and I trying to remember that 5 months ago I was in a very bad place and really in pain. And so to know that 5 months ago I could be in so much pain, and then realize that just a few months later I would have so much joy. So I think it's a really, really important to have those little sticky notes, or like memento tattoos, like, you will not feel this way forever. You felt bad before and it got better, remember? This too shall pass. Who said that a minute ago? Gerbot said that. So we'll take a little minute or two more to share some gratitude and then have a hug and go off into our day. So I am grateful for this communal reminder that this too shall pass. I'm grateful for this opportunity to just be transparent and honest. I guess in the spirit of transparency and honest, I'll say that I think that part of this dip I'm having is chemical, meaning after my partner and I didn't say split, but she went on an adventure. I came home, and I have been having caffeine and another legal stimulant, but I've been having some stimulants, and I think that contributes to my being in a good mood and being productive and being energized. And then the last 2 days I have not had caffeine, no coffee, and that kind of starts to bum me out. Like, oh, so if I don't have a chemical boost, then I just have a day of eating and TV. So it's kind of it's a pro and a con of like, okay, it's pretty simple, and yet it's also damning. Have a beautiful day, Brandy. Elena saying transparency is the start of growth. Next says, you're still one of the founders. They're your ripples. I'm grateful for ripples. I'm super proud of Pink Heart, very much so. It's one part of my current headspace is also that transitional feeling. I'm not in charge. Things are different. Trusting people, trusting things, trusting change, letting go. Same with Burning Man. Like, Burning Man is not what it once was, and having to let go and trust and see the beauty in what is. My body is not what it once was. Letting go, trusting in what is, loving reality, as Byron Katie would say. So I'm grateful for the opportunity to share all of this with you, and grateful for hopefully a couple less than super hot days. I'm grateful that I've got a trip planned up north next week. I'm grateful I have a trip planned to Hawaii in October, I think, end of October. And grateful that we're all doing the best we can with what we got. So wherever you are in this moment, let's share a hug and give ourselves a big squeeze and send that out to one another. Feel yourself being held by me, and you squeezing everyone who's here, and them squeezing you as we sink into this place of intention, knowing it doesn't matter where our feet are, it matters where our heart is. And we can share in this place of intention right now. Focus on the gratitude of just being alive and conscious as we take a deep breath in. Squeeze. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and all of you, thanks for being here for this love morning. Have a beautiful day. If you are planning on heading to Gratitude today at noon, enjoy. I will not be there. I will be at First Saturdays, but I will plan to be there later at 6. Have a great day. I love you.